Today's video is on Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk makeup collection with a tutorial as well as my honest reviews. I have been working 4 nights in a row. I only got off this morning, so if my under eyes appear dark or puffy, then please bear with me. Now, I am a self-confessed makeup addict. I do love my makeup. I am a fairly recent convert to Charlotte Tilbury, the British premium makeup brand. I primarily shifted my loyalty from Bobbi Brown to Tilbury because they do not test on animals. I've known about Pillow Talk lipstick, which is, I believe, one of their best sellers for a long time now. But because I already had a few shades of nude from Bobbi Brown, I did not really bother to buy it. But over the last few months, I've been slowly building up my Charlotte Tilbury collection. Obviously, I can't buy a lot at one time because we all know they are so very expensive. A couple of months ago, I saw an advert for Pillow Talk eyeshadow and blusher, and that really got me interested. Now, nude lipsticks are my style, but I have never really put on nude makeup to my eyes. I'm sure most Asian women, most women with brown skin would agree that if they do not paint their eyes dark, they invariably get asked if they are sick or ill or depressed or sad or tired. At least I get asked all the time. So I always prefer dark, smoky eyes. But I really wanted to try this out. I wasn't sure if I should spend that much amount of money on something that could just be an experiment. So I was desperately looking for reviews from women with brown skin, but I did not find any, sadly. There were a few reviews on Pillow Talk lipstick by Indian or South Asian women, but I did not find anything tangible for Pillow Talk eyeshadow. And that's when really the idea struck me that if I ever build up the Pillow Talk collection, I am going to make a video so that women with skin like mine, skin color like mine, can see for themselves how the products look on brown skin. So without much ado, let's get to know the products, the ones we are talking about. Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk collection. This is June 2019, and I believe I have all the products of this range. So starting from the top is the luxury palette, which is an eyeshadow. It has got 4 shades. I've written things down because I can't remember everything on the top of my head. The description says that it is golden pink nude shade to give you a romantic wide-eyed look and to mimic I woke up like this look, whatever that means. It has got 2 matte shades and 2 shimmer shades. Starting from the top left, a prime, that's a shimmer shade, then an enhance, that's a matte, then a smoke shade is also matte, and finally the pop shade is shimmer too. This costs £39, which is quite expensive, and each color is, I don't know, the net weight is 5.2 grams. Then we come to the blusher, which is called Cheek to Chic in the color Pillow Talk. It has got 2 shades. As you can see, the outer ring is pinkish nude in color with a golden kind of shimmery shade for highlighting at the center. So essentially you can use it both as blusher as well as highlighter. And this costs £30 for 8 grams. Then we have Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk lipstick, a product that needs no introduction, described as dreamy pink nude in matte. It's part of its Matte Revolution collection. This costs £24 for 3.5 grams. And one of the relatively new entrants in the Pillow Talk collection is it's also a lipstick, but it's glossy. It's called Superstar Lips. It's in Pillow Talk. It's glossier and a bit lighter in color than the Matte Revolution lipstick. Now this tube weighs 1.8 grams and it also costs £24. Finally, Pillow Talk Lip Cheat, the lip liner which made Pillow Talk famous. This is described as something that can reshape and resize your lips, and this costs £16. So as you can see, they are quite expensive. I've seen some very positive reviews about packaging and how they all look plush and posh and premium. They do, I'm not denying it. For me, it doesn't really matter. What matters essentially is the quality of the product. I believe that in order to have a good makeup, there are two essentials. One is quality makeup products and the other one is quality makeup brushes. Now the makeup brushes that I use now are mainly from Eco Tools, which as the name explains, they are eco-conscious products for applying these Pillow Talk collection, especially for the eyeshadow. The brushes that I will be using are the large shadow brush, the angled crease brush, the smudge brush, the accent brush, or something that like a precision brush. So let's get started. I'll begin with the eyeshadow. For application tips, I followed the instructional video that is in Charlotte Tilbury's official website. You may want to have a look at it. I'm going to attach a link to this video if I can. So we start with the first color, which is the prime color, which is this shimmer shade to the top left side, as you can see. Okay, I'll use the large eyeshadow brush to just take a little bit. Now, these eyeshadows have, they are powder eyeshadows, but they have a creamy consistency. They are lovely to apply. They blend very easily and you need only a little amount. So take a little amount and brush the rest and just apply it all over your lid. I essentially apply it all over, even under the eyelash area, and a little extra bit in the inner corner of the eye to really open up your eyes. Something for the inner corner, especially now that I am knackered from staying awake for 4 consecutive nights. I really need something to pop my eyes out. Okay, I think that's pretty much done. Right. Next, I am going to use the angled blender brush, which is this one. Let's have a better look at it. I should showed you this before. To apply the enhanced shade, which is this one, top right. This is a matte shade. It's more nudie pinky in color. So as usual, I'm going to take a little amount, brush off the excess and put it over the eyelid, concentrating on the crease. Once the general application is done, I'm going to build up the color because, as I mentioned before, I'm used to really dark smoky eyes and this is way out of my comfort zone. So I'm just trying to come to like a compromise. I do love how creamy it is, I won't lie. It certainly blends better than the MAC eyeshadows or the Bobbi Brown eyeshadows that I have. This is the only Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow I have. Oh, I won't say only, I do have one of its cream eyeshadows, but this is the only powder eyeshadow. Oh, I have another powder eyeshadow. Anyway, I'm lying, don't listen to me. Now I'm going to use the same brush. I don't have a tissue on me right now, so I'm just going to clean it with on my palm. My palm is clean enough. Then comes the smoke shade. This is a light brown kind of shade. I'm going to just take a bit of the shade, brush off the extra ones and work it on the crease, starting from the outer corner of my eye going inwards. Okay, I don't know why I keep opening my mouth whenever I am wearing my eyeshadow. Some sort of a silly reflex reaction. I'll just build up the color just so that I don't literally feel nude. I think I'm now going to use the smudger brush to just take a little bit of the smoke shade or the light brown shade and apply it on my upper lash line, going towards the outer corner, doing a slight flick. Oh, I love flicks. And now I'll repeat it on the other eye. Now, top tip for applying eyeshadows, if you want to use your fingers, which is a great idea anyway, use your ring finger because this is weaker compared to your index finger. If you use your index finger, you may just brush off or smudge too much, but with the ring finger, it's guaranteed to be subtle. So I'm just going to brush off the extra ones with my ring finger. Okay. Now I have the accent brush. Charlotte Tilbury's tutorial video on application of Pillow Talk eyeshadow recommends that you use the enhanced shade and the smoke shade also on your lower lash line. So I'm going to take a little bit of the enhanced shade and just go over my lower lash line. That's it. I think that's enough color. Repeat. Okay, just brush it off and then take the smoke shade, dust off the extra color and put it on my lower lash line. Repeat on the other side. Excellent. Okay, now comes the pop color, which is a shimmery golden kind of a color. I'm just going to take a little bit with my index finger, because I told you index finger is a great eye makeup tool. You see I've got a little bit of color here. I'm just going to gradually go over my eyelid just to pop it up a bit, tad bit. Repeat and pop goes the eye. Okay, that's it. I don't think I'm looking much made up. Am I feeling great? I don't know, to be honest. When I first put it on, I really wanted to love this palette. I did not hate it. I loved the consistency. I love how easily blendable it was, but I was not completely convinced with the shades. I just personally think that it looks much better, or it may look on much better on Caucasians, and this is not really meant for Asians. However, I must admit that I have my own bias about dark eyes, and perhaps I would have felt more comfortable if I just even wore a little amount of dark eyeliner. But I've been trying this look a few times in the last couple of months, and I must admit that I have grown to like it. It's not going to be my go-to look, if I'm honest, but I do wear this quite often during the daytime when I'm out and about, and I think it gives a natural nudie kind of a glow. According to the website Pillow Talk collection, all of them in fact, they claim that this color looks good on all skin complexion, and they have swatches to prove it. I don't think they're wrong. It is not 100% my style, to be honest, but it's worth a try. Now I've put my mascara on, which according to me is making my eyes look so much better. I just needed that bit of darkness, little bit of black element to my eyes, and now I'm more comfortable. So let's move on to the next product, which is the Cheek to Chic blusher with 2 shades. Charlotte Tilbury has come up with a a method of applying the blusher. So first she recommends that we do a little bit of swish and then glow. For this I'm going to use my blender brush, which is not from Eco Tools. This is a Bobbi Brown blender brush that I had from a few years ago. So I'm first going to swish it gently around the periphery. I've got some color. I'm going to dust off the excess and then put the blusher on the apple of my eyes, going outwards to give my face some structure. Yeah. This is a lovely glowy nude color. I love this color. And repeat. I think I've been a little overzealous in applying mascara. I've got a little smudge over here, but anyway, let's ignore it for the minute and concentrate on the blusher. So the golden bit at the center, that's a glow shade. We're just going to take a little bit on our brush, dust off the excess, and then put it on the top of my cheekbones, just to add a little bit of highlight. This is just adding a little golden glow. I think I can also use one of my fingers to put a little bit on the center of my nose, just to make it look sharper, give it a little bit of highlight. Not a bad idea. Okay. Right, now I've got some color to my cheeks. Right, Charlotte Tilbury's iconic product, the Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk color. Like any lip liners, you just apply it along the outer border of your lips. Remember, you can do a little bit of resizing and reshaping of your lips. Not a lot. I mean, you can do a lot if that's your style. It's not mine anyway. So I'm just going to use it to slightly fill out these outer corners of my upper lip. As you see, they don't seem to have much flesh. The lower lips according to my preference. I'll also use this to fill in the rest portion of my lips. I'm going to apply the lipstick on top, but I believe that if you use lip liner, you should also fill the other surface area of the lips with the lip liner, in case the lipstick comes off, say when you're eating or drinking, it doesn't look weird. That's it, done. I don't need a lot because I'm going to wear the lipstick anyway. The Matte Revolution lipstick in Pillow Talk shade. Here it is, and here it goes. Now my lips are very prone to being dried up and chapped. Personally, I prefer matte colors, but the reason why I don't buy a lot of matte is because they make my lips appear drier. But this one, in spite of being matte, has got creamy consistency. It glides easily. So I do have my own preference of nude. I think if I was still buying Bobbi Brown, then my go-to lipstick would be brown in Bobbi Brown. But this is not bad. This is good actually. I like this color. And I definitely like the consistency and feel of it. Right, so the last product of this collection, the Pillow Talk lipstick in Superstar Lips, which is a glossy nude pink color. The color is slightly different from the lipstick. When I bought it online from its official online store. I read a lot of reviews where people complained that this was darker than the original Pillow Talk color. On my lips, however, it appears lighter. I use it as an everyday lip gloss cum lipstick. I mentioned that my lips are very dry, so ideally I just want something that's going to keep my lips moisturized as well as give it a tad bit of color so that I don't look completely washed out, and I work very long irregular hours in a stressful environment anyway. On some days I've noticed that when I wear this, there hardly is any color. It just looks like a kind of gloss, but on some days I do get a nice browny nudie kind of a shade, which really goes well with my skin color. So at the minute I have not really a love-hate, a love-like kind of relationship with Superstar Lips. I love it at times. I sort of like it at times, so I won't give it 100%. But will I buy this again? I think probably yes. So now that I have shown you how I wear my Pillow Talk eyeshadow, blusher, lip liner, lipstick, as well as the lip gloss, let's get to my reviews. I have been speaking my mind as I was recording the video, so I'm sure you have a little bit of idea. First, we start with the eyeshadow. It's a lovely texture. It's very easy to apply. The color for brown skin, you see how it looks on me. I don't think I look bad. It's just, I don't think that I am 100% comfortable with this color. I did wear it on my birthday a few days ago, and I sent a picture to my mum who lives in India, and she replied, she said that, oh, you're looking very pretty, but add some color to your face. So it's just that, I guess for Indian girls, we are just used to dark, coal-lined eyes, and perhaps after a few months I may actually get used to this, but at the minute I'm still not completely on with this. The blusher, I love the color. I don't like the in-your-face dark color of blusher. With this slightly subdued, a little bit of nudie, just adding a tad bit of color to your cheeks, this suits me well. The lip liner, I don't have anything to complain about it. I think I can wear this with many other shades or even without any lipstick. So it was definitely worth the money. The lipstick, once again, I love the consistency. The color is nice, I won't say, but I think it's just a little too light for my comfort. It's nude all right, but I prefer a more brownie nude rather than a pinky nude, which this one is. So it's not anything against the Pillow Talk lipstick, but there are other shades in Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's Secret Salma is the other shade that I feel more comfortable wearing. And the lip gloss is, even though it, for some weird reason at times it doesn't give me any color at all, but still I think it's a good product for everyday use. That's it for this time. Do let me know what your opinion of Pillow Talk collection or any of its product is, and if you have any suggestion for me, do write to me at the comment box below. And I really need you to subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm putting lots of effort into making these videos, and I will feel encouraged with your support. And there's a like button too, so if you like this, press like. Bye.